Mahadi lying vice president. Kangithi all protocols observed so that I have a little more time to so I'll use both isiNdebele lesikhiwa where I deem necessary. Mina ngiceliwe ukuthi ngizokutsho ngamafitshane ukuthi kwahamba njani lapha. Waqala ngoJuly 1893 eMaswingo okuthiwa yiJuly incidents. Lapho induna yensingweni umgandana uDlodlo wathunywa inkosi loBhengula ukuthi uzwa ukuthi amakhiwa asetshontsha inkomo khona ngale kuhambe njani. Bathi mgandane, before sunset be out of this bound, beyond this country. It had become their country. And then bona babegada amabhiza uCaptain Lendi quickly caught up with him and they killed him and did a lot of indescribable things to him. That was the beginning, July. Then all that they were looking for was a pretext. Sidinga mangena njani ukuthi igolide, they did not find them in sufficient quantities eMashonaland. Igolide is what they wanted. But as had been written by writer Haggard, but I know this can't be King Solomon's mines. They must be in Matebeleland. So they were looking for a pretext ukuthi bayengena uLobhengula bamdudule bayithatha iMatebeleland bakhepha igolide. Yikho kwabangwayo. Yaqala ke impi bachana elala phansi. Yeza ke angapha ikuthinta wenzela ukuthi ngizike sesingapha. Nampa ya impi sibile singathi impi yokuqala mhla ka-25 October 1893 kwakusebhonko eChangani oyidleleni uyichapha usiya eHarare. Kwakuyi ibutho elalwa lapho lalingelika Manondwane uChabalala. Insuka mini eyayisuka emini ibhinda lichoni yiyo insuka mini abayichaya. A gun had been invented in the United States of America, and as you know, with guns they are named after their inventors. AK is Kalashnikov. So whatever gun, another one which I'll talk about when we are here was Maritini in isiNdebele, but a Martini Henry rifle. It's after the inventor. Generally, that's what happens. So bachaywa ke imbizo ekamtshana ukhumala umfokasinanga undindi kuyasa nangu yana ngicela khumalo uphakame bakubone ukuthi nangu esithi ngumtshane ukhumalo. Ngisakhuluma ngaye nxa sesilapha imbizo yakhe ubhiyozo ozibunuzibomvu intamo yenkunzi insuka lichone yathi hawu lihamba liqhuba abafo kungathi liqhuba umthimba. Nkosi sivumele siye ukuthi yanga sikubambe ngamadevana sizephekela abantwana. Akathi imbizo kayibuzanga elangeni yayadibana eGatate. The Gatate battle was on the 1st of November 1893. That's where the state fell. That was where the nation collapsed. Imbizo yabulawa, yachaywa. Then once the news arrived or got to the royal crawl, loBhengula knew what that meant. Washo wathi sivalo fokamveleleni chisa umuzi wachiswa and he set off. Yikho kubuya kwabo sebelandelwa by the whites. Got there on the 4th of November and decided to chase the people who had moved out. Babalandela under the leadership of uMajor owayethiwa nguPatrick Forbes from Salisbury. Kwaba uDeputy wakhe was a Major Allen Wilson from Fort Victoria. Then the third in command was one Commandant Raff from Tuli. So babuya ke bebanenge obharo labo bani they pursued him. But it seemed, I would say, the gods were on the side of that king. If certain things had not happened, they would have caught up with him. Wahamba kulobhengu lebhiza lakhe elimhlophe ulenqola yakhe sebesiza ngapha. Labana sebemxhuma. Bathe sokusele one day ukuthi bambambe. But we are overburdened by a military way and other ways, and decided from here to go back beyond Inyati at a place called Shailo, ngesindebele sithi kusechayile. Bayachiya izinto zabo khona ngale. Ekuzithiyani kwabo inkosi lokhu ihamba. Sekumhla ka3 sekunguDisember 1893. Nxa sisizwa uDakamela owayinyanga kubolobhengula wakwenzayo wathatha idanga walichisa waphakama amayezi uchangane wagcwala. Umfula yiwo owanceda uLobhengula. Yikho liza kuzingoma liyana engiza ukuthi lifanele liyazi. Nxa ngizaqalisa ukwenzela ukuthi lani lingene phakathi kwayo. Kudala kwakungenje uyaphenduka wakubusa umambo lomzilikazi. Kudala kwakungenje
umhlaba uyaphenduka
wakubusa umambo lomzilikazi. Sawela uchangane saguqa ngamadolo. Inkosi uLobhengula yasinyamalala. Kwase kusizulu yasinyamalala. Kwase kusizulu yasinyamalala. Yikho la kutshelwayo ukuthi yanyamalala. Bathe bezefika emfuleni umfula wawusugcwele. Amadoda la ekhokhela. Ucharamba is aware of that. He was mentioning that to me, and it is in this book. Ugwalo silalo bakithi olukhuluma ukuthi kwenzakalani la. So there was competition between Major Patrick Forbes and Major Allen Wilson. And Allen Wilson wanted the glory to be him who conquered, captured or killed the king. So there was that rivalry. But it was already night time, about 8 o'clock. They ventured Bakapumfula Bahamba. The point where they arrived, the crossing point was further 1 mile to the west. Bayakapagi, Isigwagwagwa, okuthiwa yi-Maxim gun, invented by Hiram Maxim, an American engineer, sasala ngale komfula, labo Patrick Forbes. What had decided the battle on the 1st of November 1893 was the Maxim gun. Now the Maxim gun had been cut off. Now enter Mtshane Khumalo. Umtshane Khumalo wayesele egadade commander while the Nkosi was coming this side. So he arrived at the right time. Ilanga liyatshona weza lamabutho uza leyakhe imbizo. Ubhiyozo sibunu sibomvu uza lehlathi lokuphephela amakhosi uza lengubo ngikho kuthiwa kusengutsheni esibhedlela ngale kulapho ke okukhona ufusi ukhanye nguye induli. So what he did was worked his military genius. Imbizo amakhiwa lana nanka la, and he placed uGampu Sithole there with soldiers, hemming them in, hemmed by the river this side and the very soldiers that side. That was Mtshane. He himself crossed with a number of soldiers from various regiments. Then on the northern bank, he placed Ihlati and Ingubo, more of them there. Madota, if they try to cross, you are there. You are assisting the river. Don't allow them to cross. Then Mtshane moved. So kusebusuku wazofika khonapha entshonalanga. Izulu lokhu lisina ngoba lana kwaphosa kwasa. kwakuvele kusekuxabhuzela la kulesifudlana ngale kulapho yaqala ukuchana khona. Then when the whites arrived under Allen Wilson, but they were to and fro belokhu behamba besiyabikela ucommander, some went that side and escaped, did reach there and never came back. And they said, what we saw there, only a man who can fly straight like a bird can survive. Because Umchane deployed them, bebanengi konke la sebegcwele. Abakubonayo yikuthi ibhiza likaKhumalo nanti inkosi nanti inqola yakhe nansi. Ndebele were good at military decoys, so that whites would believe he is around. Or Napier, who was also there. Hey, come out, asikubulali. But there was no king. The king is emtwirini le kulapha ikhona. Amakhosikazi olozikei labanye babe semavikaneni khonali. Ngakho ke kwase ku too dark for the war to start at night. The Ndebele had the system of attacking very early at night, and they used certain herbs to sharpen their night vision. Akuthe ukuthi kuyasa yadobhana. Yalo alwa aMandebele asekuyiwa bavela ngale laba sebebuye ku higher ground. You can see the ground here is highest and then down there. Beza ke belokho besize ba command umtshane lezinye izinduna babuye, and they were repulsed. They still had inhlamvu. But the Ndebele were coming in waves. Belokhu besiza batheni, the fellows that side could begin hearing ukuthi those who are soldiers know. You can tell the sound of a gun. That's an AK. This is this kind of gun. They know that. So they could tell, because the Ndebele by that time possessed a Maritini, the Martini Henry rifles. They had got them. And they knew how to take cover by that time. Ekatate, yeah, no, but it wasn't quite that serious. So, bezage, no, the guns that they are hearing, Maritini, ama revolver, asetula bawaziyo. I think instead, ikani yakhona. Some have been retrieved from here. The military perhaps is to assist, link the cartridges to the type of guns that were used then. But for now, they haven't done that. Yeah, bezake bathole nazo izihlangu seziwile sefila amadoda amabhiza bawabulala wonke, and used those horses as cover. Sebedubula becatshe ngamabhiza. I'm feeling ukuthi hey, chiya lo wani Mandebele. AmaNdebele athi liyahlanya. Lisilandela lisuka koBulawayo liyadelela. Linakana ukuthi size lichiya khona silixolele khonapha. Bababulala bonke. The last man standing was Major Allen Wilson. He was not fired ngombhobho. It was umdikadiga. Ijozi. AmaNdebele ayilisebenzisa ijozi babethi ijozi eladla umsathanina. Babe khona babethiwa ngolobamba amajozi ijozi ladla elinye ijozi ngokudla umsathanina. Wagwazwa umuntu wahlaba ijozi esifubeni salindoda kwakungumdilizelwa Fuyana. Umdilizelwa Fuyana ngumntaka Maphisa Fuyana, abazinduna zangale kuthiwa ngapha eMaphisa ngale, ezalwa ngumnengeza. Nguye owagwaza uAllen Wilson, the last man standing. AmaNdebele lawa asebulewe, hundreds of them. We are not sure how they were buried. We know where they were buried. Mass graves. Then the Allen Wilson party, there were 34 survivors. and remained here. The first white person to get here was one James Dawson, and he's the one who sort of buried them and inscribed a cross on the tree, wrote beneath Ipani, to brave men. Cecil John Rhodes commanded that the corpses be removed from here to within the great enclosure, eMaswingo. Later, he changed his mind. And we built a monument, it was Allen Wilson Monument, on Malinda Nzimu. But some people say Malindizima, it's Malinda Nzimu, it's a Kalanga word. That's where they lie now. The 34 of them with known names. Obelisk bore the names, I don't know if they are still there. The tragedy, Bantu Bagiti. Sesicele sacela. Ukuthi sipheni amabizo aboyihlomkhulu abalalala. Usitshela ukuthi wayengubani owakobani elixiba liphi. Ayi alisiniki. What should have happened today was for the president, His Excellency, to unveil whatever we would have got, but continue the exercise to get more. Next time there is a ritual or ceremony here, there is no way in the archives where you find these names. They are not there. Not in the libraries, not a museum. You can only get those names from families. So that's what happened. Kwaba a disaster, wafiwa, as somebody already pointed out. We are grateful that the president saw it fit to have the monument elevated to a status that is befitting of the courage, valor of those men who lie here. Okukulu kuyalandela eGadade is another one that when we get funds, let's put up something there. Let's do research and know, because more than here, this is where the state failed. This is where the nation collapsed. Gite magegeni eGadade wasalo baba imbizo akhona le magegeni akithi eGadade wasalo baba imbizo ekandindi kuyasa ubhiyozo zibunu zibomvu insuka lichone intamo yenkunzi nangu ya umtshane asithiyela yena umtshane okhona. Thank you, Honorable Minister.